AI agents. AI agents. I know you're big on AI agents right now. Let's talk about AI agents, how you came to this epiphany about AI agents. Explain what an AI agent is. Like, let's break down, let's have this technology conversation.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Can y'all see me? I'm coming in clear. I could barely
Yes,
see
Yeah.
on
sir.
my side. All right, bet. Well, first of all, for those who don't know, I'm 19 Keys, global thought leader. I lecture around the country, and what my gift is pattern recognition. Right, I see things before most people, and I then try to take that information, synthesize it, and give it to the average person so that they can actually use it in some useful way. Most people are too busy to understand things that's going on in technology, science, economics, right? Even when we talk about cognition and the state of thinking as the lack of critical thinking today. Um, and I'm trying to make sure that the culture is abreast and up to date, and all of our global entrepreneurs who are focused on generational wealth right now.
Keys,
So,
is is that you got is that your phone?
yeah, that was the team hitting me up. Let me go
All
ahead and
right.
calm that. So AI agents, and I want to keep this in simplest terms. And I think we was here before, and I was explaining why we're now in an era where you don't have to over-explain things, because the beauty of it is everybody does have AI, right? And if you're intelligent enough to say, okay, what is an AI agent? It's a semi-autonomous, right? Um, Artificial intelligent machine, right? That is software that can act for you. So you can set up an AI agent and say, every single day, I want you to tell me what the weather is. It can be something as simple as that. Or you can say every single day, and you can have more complex things where you can feed these agents what they call skills. And these skills allow them to do repeatable things, right? And so sometimes I have my AI agent. Hold on, let me tell the team to just relax on the texting. Sometimes I have my AI agent send me briefs every single day, going through all of my content. And what I've done is I built out what they call a second brain system. Now,
Mm.
I had predicted that these things were going to occur a
You,
few
you,
high level
you
conversations ago, maybe about 2 to 3 years, right?
three because
And
we was
now
in
we're finally,
WTF. Yep, I remember.
yeah, and now we're finally in that place where I can actually build out a lot of the things that we were predicting. When at first it was we would tell you about them, but we didn't actually have the ability to act on them, right? And so the second brain system is essentially me using something called Obsidian, which is this vault where you can keep all your data in. And what I've ingested inside this vault is as much data as I possibly can on myself. We coming in clear? I know it sounds like there's a little echo. I don't want that to be the case. We good?
1 second. Mike, mute out if
Check.
you're unmuted.
Yeah, we trying to cook today.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we got you.
we
Now
good.
we hear
We
you
good. We
clear.
good. We good.
All right, bet. All right, so we build out a second brain system, and everybody should write that down and put it in the chat if you can. And you use something called Obsidian Vault. This Obsidian Vault is essentially a space where you can collect all your data. So I ingested all my data from Twitter. I ingested my data from YouTube, Facebook, ManyChat analytics. I've done it across anything that I can possibly ingest, from Claude to ChatGPT. Therefore, I can see all of the things that I've been working on, thoughts that I forgot about, patterns that I have that are reoccurring across time, all the way from the last 10 years up until now. And what ended up happening is there's actually a graph that it shows you. You can barely see it, but I'll show you right here to where your graph is like a knowledge graph. Each
Mm.
one of these points is a piece of data, right? So this might be a tweet right here that then connects to something, right? This one says, this work gets harder because we independent. Well, I was cooking that day. You understand me? But then each one of these is connected to more information. This might be YouTube. This might be Twitter. These might be data that is training something on my dashboard, or something else might be from Instagram. And then what I do is I take each one of these and I connect the patterns across time. So then I can feed that to my agent and it becomes his mind. And so it's a little more technical on the back end as far as making sure it has a consistent memory, so that every time you give it a task, it remember what you told it to do. So therefore it's checking on that memory, and then it's growing as it's consistently working with you. So these AI agents are things that people are using inside text, inside Telegram, right? And they're running their businesses on it after they get it set up. The first systems to set up is first getting it to become context aware. So you want to first start with the context of sending all your data in. And once it have that data, then you can start utilizing it in a way where you're telling it what to do. And then you can start building skills upon it. And then it gets to a point where you can start being autonomous with it. One of my greatest use cases so far was me creating a CRM from all of my customer data over the last 10 plus years.
Awesome.
Right. So now I was able to find 246,000 customers to where I now get to see who are my top 100. I've seen people who then bought 50 to 100 products. I done seen people who then bought something from every single thing that I've bought. They done showed up in person because I was able to take all of that data, then rearrange it into this system to where I now know who exactly this person is, when they bought, right, et cetera. And now I can retarget them or just call them directly. I'm literally about to call my top 100 customers. You feel me? Because we built out a system now where my AI agents can show me who those people are. When they buy, it can send me a ping. It can tell me when their birthday is. I can have an AI agent send them a birthday card if I want to, or send them a gift card. You essentially, it's like having personnel working on your behalf that you're giving specific tasks to do certain things. And the agentic AI economy is about to boom, right? This is where the big opportunities are looming. And a lot of people are afraid because they're looking at the fact that AI agents are essentially autonomous systems. So anything that has a system can be automated. That's the whole idea. It's not that it's replacing jobs or humans, rather, it's replacing systems. And what people end up doing, they end up working in a system. You become a cog in the machine. And so now they're looking and saying that, oh, we only need machines to do these jobs. So people that were doing machine like jobs are getting replaced rapidly and faster and faster.